Too many lights in my face.
All right. So welcome, Stacy. Stacy and Sandy, and we're back. And
The girls are back.
the girls are back. We've had a little bit of a break because for Halloween we took the week off. Actually, we didn't have a call. But we're back, and we're getting ready to talk about our Lifestyle Masterclass for tonight.
Yep.
And Stacy's actually going to be leading that call tonight. What are we going to be talking about tonight, Stacy?
All right, so tonight we're really going to be talking about learning from past challenges. So I'm going to be asking the group, what has your experience been in the past with the holiday season? Where were your challenges? Specifically, what did you struggle with? On the other hand, what worked for you? Or do you even feel that the holidays are stressful or challenging? Like some people really just don't. So it's really all about reflecting upon last year and sort of having a better understanding for each one of us where we need to focus our attention.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So kind of starting to narrow, I like that idea of where to focus our attention, getting that idea of where do we want to go throughout the holiday season, and not just having that general hope that it will all be good.
Well, and last year people might say, come to think of it, like it is going to take it's going to be a little quieter of a phone call because especially after 40, I can't remember what I did yesterday, let alone know how I felt during the holidays last year. However, I will say, if I really do take the time and think of it, I know how I felt last year. I do remember. So I think everyone might need a little bit of reflection time.
Right.
But just, where should we be focusing our attention? Some people... And I've had so many holidays like this where I look back and I say to myself, my God, it was another holiday that I couldn't make my goal. It was another holiday that I went to a party, I did not feel my best. It was another holiday I went on vacation and felt horrible in a bathing suit. Mm-hmm. So I think we could all kind of relate to, various feelings in the past. And tonight we're just going to kind of reflect.
Right. Kind of regrouping, getting back ready to talk about what do we need to do? What do we want to do? What are we willing to embrace?
Yeah.
So we don't have to hit January with those reflections in our mind, right?
Yeah, I agree. I think that holiday season can be sort of emotional. Mm-hmm. And it's really, I think many of us do have a variety, happy, sad, stressed. I think that the holidays are really full of emotion. So I think people will have a good inkling about how they felt last year.
Right, good. So good setup call.
Yeah.
Foundation is so important. Right. And you just hit an important topic, which was emotions. And that leads into something that we wanted to talk about.
Yes. So Sandy and I are going to be offering, the dynamic duo here, we're going to be offering a 2-day workshop. It's free, and it's really going to be, called Manage Your Mood Without Food. And it really is all about the emotional component of eating. And I think I was telling Sandy earlier that it was a huge wake-up call to me initially when I was losing my weight back in most of 2008. I realized that I was an emotional eater, but it wasn't just the emotions that I would have expected. I was eating during happy times. Parties were difficult for me. Restaurants were difficult for me. It was the happy emotions, not just sad emotions, that caused me to go into the pantry or the breadbasket or have one too many glasses of wine. And I really had to kind of sort of realize that that was a component of emotional eating.
Right. And I think realizing too that we want, like we were just talking about, learning from past experiences, but I think being ready when it comes to emotional eating, for understanding that it won't always be the same emotions that trigger us.
Absolutely.
You know, when my dad was living with us and was in hospice and I was his caregiver, there were a myriad of emotions. And the way I dealt with it was to really be on plan. And, you know, whereas other people are stressed out by that and that's how they let the emotion out. Now when I'm stressed, sometimes I do eat. So it's really recognizing and zeroing in on those emotions. And so that's one of the things that we want to be able to help folks do. So when they're done with this workshop, then we're hoping that they will be able to identify when emotional eating is, you know, danger will
in their own lives, because it's going to
right.
be different for each one of us.
Right, right. And then have strategies and have set clear goals around what are things that I want to do. So kind of give them a toolkit for dealing with, for managing those. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's going to be a 2-day workshop. The first day is going to be just exploring how emotional eating might be impacting you. And just really talking about and defining what is emotional eating.
Right.
I think a lot of people, like we were saying before, just don't really recognize that you don't really have to be like a binge eater. You don't have to be a depressed person. Emotional eating can affect all of us from time to time, or more often than others, you don't know. So we'll be kind of exploring that topic the first night. The second night is going to be really all about strategies. And, you know, I think it'll be a really interesting topic. This is a very interesting time of the year.
Yeah, and I think, yeah, very, very applicable to December.
Sure.
So for those folks, if you're interested in that and you want to be involved in that 2-day intensive, then it's, like Stacy said, half-hour call, 2 nights in a row.
Yeah, free.
Free, yeah, free. So with 2 coaches, free.
And it's going to be, did we say the dates? December 7th and 8th in the evenings.
Right. And they will both be Zoom calls. So if one day recorded, so if one day doesn't work for you, you'll be able to pick up that call later and watch and be involved and get that same information. So down below, we will have some information for you about how to join our email list so that you can get updates on this and be ready. So download the information that we'll have for you available, right?
Yeah, there'll be a link in the post and they can join our email list and they can get on the call via email. So the email will be sent out to them.
Right, right. Cool, cool.
All right, well, I'm looking forward to it tonight.
It's been nice chatting with you this afternoon. I'm excited to see what our members bring to the call tonight.
Yeah,
and looking forward to working on the workshop with you again.
Yeah, it'll be fun, Sandy. I'm looking forward to it also.
All right, have a great call tonight.
All right, thanks. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.